Hello again, and welcome to A Muggle's Perspective. I'm Braden. I am the Muggle, and this is my perspective. I am joined by Rogge, who is our Harry Potter fanatic, I guess. Is that a good way to describe you, Rogge?
Yeah, I mean, we can't just call me a wizard because of the statute of secrecy. So,
good point. Good point.
I guess, I'm a fan.
Yeah. So Rogge is leading me through the Harry Potter books, as I have never read them or seen any of the movies. Well, I've read one book and seen one movie at this point.
No, you've seen two movies now.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I have seen The Sorcerer's Stone, and I have seen The Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yep.
And that was a long time ago, and I remember almost nothing about it.
It was. Yeah, so that's why we try to, as much as possible, make you look silly for not knowing things. That's pretty much the conceit of the show.
You got it.
So I feel like we haven't talked much lately. How's your summer going?
It's really busy, just like everybody else's. It's very hot. It's so friggin' humid.
It is.
All the time. And it's just, I'm really sick of the humidity. But
humidity is codswallop.
Yes. Humidity and freeform, two of my real bugaboos. No, but it's good. How's your summer been?
Well, mine's been good. As you know, I am totally unemployed right now, a professional podcaster, so I have enjoyed
Listeners, Rogge went all in.
I did.
He literally quit his job. So
I did.
If there was ever a time to be a patron, it's now.
It's time. I'm holding up my end of the bargain, guys.
Yeah.
We need to get to $100 a month, so that way.
So Rogge can at least have food.
Yeah. I mean, cereal isn't that expensive, so.
No.
Yeah, I may get to spend a lot of time with George and go on some good walks, and I'm applying for some jobs and stuff, so things are, it's good, but busy.
You got any interviews set up or anything, or just in the application process?
Not yet. I've applied for a couple positions at the same company, and but from everything I've heard, it kind of takes a little bit to get the ball rolling there, so I'm just kind of in the wait and see. So.
Right on.
And I mean, I've applied for you to get some jobs in Warsaw too.
Thank you.
So you've got some interviews coming up.
Perfect.
That'll be good.
I have not been notified of that, but I assume they'll let me know soon.
Yeah, they will. It'll be good.
Cool.
Yep, Hannah knows all of it, so.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Cool.
Got to get her permission. So we are into Chamber of Secrets now. Chapters 3 and 4. What did you think of chapters 3 and 4, big picture?
I like them. I think that I was super excited that Ron and the Weasley crew were there to save Harry. Mostly because I was just kind of bored of the Dursleys and ready to get out of those chapters.
Yeah, they're mean, but they're boring.
Yeah, not a whole lot going on there. So, it was exciting. I mean, Harry is now living with the Weasleys, which I think will be fun. We're hearing from Hermione a little bit via letter. Well, and they meet up to go shopping for the year.
Right.
And we get an epic face-off between Mr. Weasley and Mr. Malfoy.
Yeah, at first glance, these chapters are kind of, especially when you look at the titles, isn't anything super eventful, but there's stuff that happens. The plot moves forward, I do think.
There is stuff.
Wow. Tune in for that content and more, folks. For the next 3.5 years of A Muggle's Perspective. Before we get into our chapter discussions, we do want to recap the Trivia Tuesday segments that we've been doing the last couple of weeks. You ready?
Oh, this is the part where you make me answer them?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
great.
Ready.
So, do you remember? This was 2 weeks ago. Uncle Vernon had a joke planned out that he was going to tell to the Masons at the dinner party when Harry got in trouble for Dobby dropping the pudding.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what that joke was about? You probably remember this one because we had a whole thing about it on the podcast.
It was a racist joke, wasn't it?
Well, probably.
We implied that it would have been racist.
Right, given Uncle Vernon's Uncle Vernon-ness.
I'm trying to remember the nationality that he was taking a shot at, or the race.
Yep.
Man, it seems like so much longer than 2 weeks.
I know.
Did it have to do with Asian? The Asian culture?
It did. It was an Asian nationality.
Okay. So I've got half the question right.
Well,
Not really half.
Yeah.
Maybe like a quarter.
That's pretty good for you.
Honestly, that's a huge improvement. Is there any kind of hint you can give me about the joke?
It is... No, I'm just going to tell you. It's his Japanese golfer joke.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to tell his Japanese golfer joke. So,
dang it.
Listeners, you can imagine how Uncle Vernon's Japanese golfer joke would have gone.
What are we going to do if I ever get a Trivia Tuesday right?
We're going to have to come up with a sound to drop in there.
Yeah.
Like a Angels chorus sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like you're opening a chest in a Legend of Zelda game.
Maybe we should do a giveaway to a listener if I ever get a Trivia Tuesday
They have to bet on it. Now, just patrons are eligible, though. Just patrons.
Yeah. A signed picture of Rogge.
Drawn by one of my former students.
Drawn by the same guy who made our cover art for our podcast.
Yeah.
I would want that.
Or drawn by Emily Austin.
Good point.
And purchased from her Etsy
That would
site.
be actual professional art.
Synergy.
What?
I mean, I just mean that, she has sponsored us before, and so we're just kind of keeping everything, connected. Synergy. This is going great. Next Trivia Tuesday question. So at that same dinner, this last week we had one. At that same dinner, the Dursleys and Masons had a roasted pork loin. A loin roast. Probably pork.
Okay.
We can assume.
Okay.
What did Harry have for dinner? You're not going to get this.
Wasn't it just bread and cheese?
It was.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Come on!
That's what we're going to drop in now every time you get it right. We're going to sample that audio right there.
Honestly, listeners, wow. This is, wow.
2 slices of bread and a hunk of cheese. I guess we talked about it a little bit.
I don't think that was the hardest trivia question, but dang it, I got it right.
Yeah, you did. Trivia Tuesday, guys. We now have a new segment that I did not tell you about, Braden.
Love that.
If you were a patron, you would have gotten a hint about it. This segment was suggested by one of our patrons, Logan Hayes.
I know Logan, right? Didn't Logan play Yeah?
Yeah, of course Logan played Yeah.
Sweet.
Logan suggested Braden's Brief. So we had Braden's Beef, now Braden's Brief. This is kind of like what we did for the Sorcerer's Stone wrap-up, but what I need you to do is we're going to put 30...
Logan, come on.
We're going to put a hard cap of 30 seconds on the clock. All right?
Okay.
And you are going to summarize the last episode.
The last episode?
Episode 10, chapters 1 and 2. Ready? Set? Go.
Harry is living once again with the Dursleys. He is... Oh, no.
Good start.
Life is miserable there. Chapter 1 is the worst birthday, so it's his birthday and no one even knows. He hasn't heard from Ron or Hermione because we find out that his letters have been stolen by a little house elf named Dobby, who is warning him that if he goes back to Hogwarts, tragedy will happen. It will be the worst thing ever. He can't go back to Hogwarts, and then Dobby tips over the pudding.
Time! He does tip over the pudding. So
that
true.
That wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, it was good because you were looking.
Did I miss any major? Honestly, the only thing I saw in the book was the title of chapter 1. At that point, I was just frantically turning pages, hoping it would help me. I could hear the pages, and it didn't.
He does get locked in his room at the end by the Dursleys. But that you were getting there, right? Dobby tips over the pudding, resulting in him getting in trouble, and right.
Yeah.
So good. No, that was good. Braden's Brief. Bwah, bwah, bwah.
Braden's Brief.
So we're going to jump into Chapter 3, The Burrow. At the very end of Chapter 2, we had a cliffhanger, right?
We did. Harry looked out the window and saw Ron's little red-headed, freckled face.
So how did Ron's face get outside Harry's window?
He was in a flying car, of course.
Yeah, obviously.
With his brothers that his dad built.
Do we know the make and model of this car?
Do we? I don't remember if we do.
I do, so I'm wondering if it has been said.
I don't remember the make.
Okay.
If
well,
Was I supposed to?
No, it's not a big deal. It's a Ford Anglia.
Is that a real car?
I don't know. Googling it.
Yeah, we need to look that up right now.
Ford, but the problem is I'm going to Google Ford Anglia and it's going to be like, oh, that's the car from Harry Potter. I'm like, right?
Well, just like go to images and see if it's even a real car.
The Ford Anglia is a compact car which was designed and manufactured by Ford UK, which existed. Related to the Ford Prefect and the later, I'm not making this up, Ford Popular.
Some real tough years for Ford in terms of marketing and branding.
They just struggled. They could have used us.
Yeah.
1.6 million Ford Anglias were produced approximately.
But only one could fly.
Yeah. Well, that we know of. So they're flying the Ford Anglia. They're able to, there's bars on Harry's window that they just rip off.
Yep. They just hook up to those and fly towards the sky. Rip those right out of the wall. And somehow the Dursleys don't wake up from that. So.
Yeah. Uncle Vernon snores. He's
like,
yep. Yeah. And so Ron's like, okay, get in. Get in the car, Harry. But
what
Harry
about
says
all
no.
my stuff?
Why can't Harry get in the car?
Harry can't get in the car because all my Hogwarts stuff, my wand, my broomstick, it's locked in the cupboard under the stairs and I can't get out of this room. And George just like, no, we're getting it. No problem.
Yeah, no problem. I wrote in the talking points, Fred and George heist movie spinoff.
Yeah, that would be huge. I think that should be a thing. They should use the same actors from Sorcerer's Stone.
Yep.
And it should just be a low-budget comedy.
It would be so good. I mean, it says here they climbed cat-like through the window. Then they use a hairpin to pick the lock.
Yeah, which is like a big deal because they're like, well, it's kind of fun to like know some Muggle skills, you know?
Yeah. Like, yeah, sure, we could just use a spell to unlock things, but it's for situations like these.
Yeah.
When you're rescuing your friend from his abusive aunt and uncle.
Yep. So they go and get all of his stuff. They're creeping through the house, and they're almost out, and Harry forgets the friggin' owl.
How do you, like, that's his only friend.
I know. Once again, like the previous book, my thing with Harry was like, how do you not take better care of the invisibility cloak?
Right.
And this is the first one so far in this book. Like, you left the owl. I feel like the cage has to be huge.
Yeah,
and the room can't be very big, so like it's gonna stick out. I mean, I guess he's pretty excited right now, so you know, a lot of stuff happening at once. But seems like the live owl in a cage would make it into the pack list.
So the problem is, of all the things to forget, the owl's going to remind you that you're forgetting it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
this wakes Uncle Vernon.
Yeah, Hedwig gives a sudden loud screech.
Yep, and so now we get our first use of the term ruddy, which gets dropped, I think, at least one more time in these two chapters, so that's fun to say.
That ruddy owl!
So Harry flies back across the room and gets Hedwig, and Vernon almost gets him, like grabs his ankle, which this has to be a hilarious scene in the movie.
It is good.
Like Vernon trying to be athletic.
Yeah, I mean, it does say
he's getting away!
He lets out a bellow like an angry bull and dives at Harry.
So
it's pretty good.
Yeah. But the Weasleys gave a gigantic tug, and Harry's legs slid out of Uncle Vernon's grasp. Harry was in the car and slammed the door shut.
So then Harry turns around and yells, "See you next summer." Yes. Which you had a really good mental image of this that we discussed before recording.
Yeah, so, and I don't know what these are called, so if the, I sound like a dad, but if the listeners know, like, what these videos are called, it's where, like, somebody drops a one-liner, and then, like, the screen goes black and white and pauses on them, and, like, the little, like, pixelated sunglasses drop over their eyes, and they play, like, some sort of gangster song, like the blah, blah, and, like, you hear, like, the sound of, like, bars slamming. It's like a... Rogge knew what I was talking about. Maybe some of you right now are, like, hitting the next 15 seconds over because I'm wasting your time, but that's what I saw happening to Harry, is, like, the little thug glasses come over his eyes, and a real cool Dr. Dre song starts playing after he says, "See you next summer."
So this is called the "Deal With It" meme.
Okay, there we go.
Or May, as Bryce Harper would say.
Mimi, as Stephen A. Smith would say.
Oh. It was originated by a pixelated, dog.
Okay, yeah.
The Something Awful Duck Hunt dog.
And I'm sorry, what'd you say it was called again?
Deal With It.
Deal With It, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what I'm referring to, look that up, and that will help you understand what I'm imagining as I'm reading this in their Fort Anglia.
So there you go. Deal with it, Dursleys. I'm out.
Deal with it. See you next summer.
So something I really liked that we sort of skipped over was the first conversation that Harry and Ron have when Ron gets there is him. What does he say? What's been going on? Why haven't you been answering my letters? I've asked you to stay about 12 times. And then Dad came home and said you gotten a warning for using magic in front of the Muggles. And he brings up 2 more times. He says, you know we're not supposed to do spells outside school.
Yeah, Ron's
doing magic in front of the Muggles you live with. He's just laying into Harry.
Kind of acting like Hermione right there.
Yeah. Not letting Harry explain.
Rule book.
Yeah, just giving it to him. So now we're just we're to a car trip movie.
Yeah. Just a handful of friends in a flying car. A flying Fort Anglia.
Yeah. And they're getting where they're going and just having conversations and
yeah.
Something that jumped out to me in this section, we're on bottom of page 28, top of page 29, is Harry's explaining Dobby. So Dobby showed up and he said all the things that Dobby said. Listen to episode 10 if you haven't. And so they're trying to figure out, well, who would be a rich person at school with a grudge against you? And Harry and Ron are like, oh, Draco Malfoy, he hates me. And George says, Draco Malfoy, said George, turning around. Not Lucius Malfoy's son. So my guy George didn't notice Draco Malfoy last year?
Oh, okay, yeah.
This giant jerk that hated Harry, are these, big enemies, they're rivals and everything. And George took no notice of him.
I feel like George is just all about his team, like Gryffindors, and that's it. I don't know. I feel like the Weasley twins are just running around causing trouble and not real attentive anyway. So if it's not happening within the Gryffindor house, then
or on the Quidditch team. I mean, they know who the
right.
Slytherin Quidditch players are,
right?
So they can hate them more specifically.
Yeah, but Malfoy wasn't on the team this year, right?
No,
as a first year, because that's
yeah.
a big deal for Harry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that just, I don't know. I thought that I remembered Fred and George being a little more involved in their lives than to not know who Malfoy was, but apparently I was wrong.
Yeah, and you would think, as we learn later, that Lucius and the Dursleys' father, I'm forgetting his first name.
The Malfoys?
The Weasleys. Sorry,
oh, Arthur.
Arthur Weasley.
Arthur.
They're arch enemies. So you would have thought that that would be a household conversation, at the dinner table or something, that friggin' Lucius Malfoy did it again today.
Yeah, you'd think that would have bled over a little bit to knowing he as a kid and stuff.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this theory that Dobby belongs to the Malfoy family?
It's pretty easy to go with. It makes sense. The Malfoys have money. They don't like Harry. Malfoy probably recognizes that he, in his own, just by himself, is not strong enough to really beat Harry in anything. So he's probably trying other tactics. So I could see it.
So you think Fred and George are right that...
it seems a little too easy, just right off the bat, to be and that's who it is. But... it's hard to argue against.
Yeah. So Harry's feeling a little dumb now because he trusted Dobby. He was like, oh, I shouldn't have taken that seriously.
Which I feel like I kind of alluded to in the past episode, right? Dobby doesn't seem like the type... I'm not really buying the whole, oh, I'm so in awe of Harry Potter, and...
Right.
Yeah.
So he's laying it on pretty thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at the top of page 130. Had Harry been stupid to take Dobby seriously? It sounded like the exact sort of thing that Malfoy would do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's, I don't know, a little too easy right here at the beginning, but I don't have an argument against it, so.
Right. Yep. So then we do eventually touch down. They fly the car halfway across the country.
No big deal.
And make it to the Burrow.
The Burrow.
What are your impressions of the Burrow? What's life in the Burrow like?
So I kind of envisioned a little bit nicer, like just a half step up from like Shrek's swamp.
Just a half step up. Isn't
like
Shrek's swamp like a one-room?
Well, okay, so a full step up. They've got like a ton of rooms, and they've got magic, so they can kind of add on and make things better as they need to. But I think like the whole like Ron's whole persona, right, is like the poor kid who's making it at Hogwarts behind his brothers, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. Harry loves it. Harry's all about it. Mostly just because everyone there likes him. But I don't know. It's kind of neat. Like I think this will, I don't know how long, like, are they already done at the Weasleys? Are they just moving into Hogwarts in the next few chapters? Are you allowed to answer that?
Yeah, this is about the middle of summer. Harry spent about half the summer with the Dursleys, so he's got a few weeks. Yeah,
so I think it'll be fun, the time they have at the Weasleys. It seems like a cool place to grow up, and there's always stuff going on. I don't know, in my mind, it's kind of like a little country home, like out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
So I resonate with that a little bit.
So true. Yeah, they're out of town it's like a hill country kind of area.
Yeah.
So I got a little bit of
honestly, it kind of, like, if I'm really thinking about it, I'm envisioning Emily Austin's painting that I was all about a couple episodes ago. Synergy.
Yeah. It's a little Tolkien-esque.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what's coming to mind now.
A little like the Shire. Definitely. So it's not everything is necessarily elegant.
No.
And, big.
It ain't much,
shiny.
but it's ours.
Yeah. It's homey.
Yes.
It's cozy.
Cozy. Yep, you got it.
And so they get there, and Mrs. Weasley is upset.
Yeah, Miss Weasley is on one.
Was this an appropriate response to the situation, do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I get it. Your kids took a flying car across the country. Could have been caught. Could have wrecked and died. That's a big deal. But in the same token, like, your kids also are pretty good at magic. So,
well, as they say, they technically didn't have to do any magic because the car could already fly.
Right. And so, like, if they were to get in trouble, I think they've got enough brain power in that car to figure out how to do some sort of spell to get out of it.
Yeah, Harry, obviously super smart and talented, as we know.
Right.
Ron, maybe even smarter.
Right. Ron's kind of a little bit more, like, conservative and, like, the thinker a little bit, I think. I don't know.
His whole chess thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, like I said, I get it. It's kind of a big deal to travel across the country at night when you could get in trouble, but she kind of acts like they were just defenseless and hopeless out there, and it's a miracle that they made it back. It's like, I don't really think that's the case.
Yeah, there's not evil wizards flying around ready to snatch them up.
Maybe there is. I don't know. Maybe that's why she's so mad.
Is that they were acting particularly reckless.
Yeah,
they didn't know it. Maybe.
But the fact that Harry's there kind of diffuses some of her anger. So
yeah, she never yells at Harry.
No.
We kind of go right from there, jumping into one of the unique things about the Burrow that kind of makes it a fun, happening, lively place. There's gnomes in the garden. Did you take anything away from this? What are the implications of the gnome situation?
This was just really interesting, and one of the first things that came to mind, this is totally unrelated and not that important to Harry Potter, but recently a friend told me that, like, I think it's in Vegas, it is a thing that like bachelor parties can pay to play games with. I'm trying to use the correct terminology. Little people.
Is that the correct terminology these days?
Last I heard,
little people.
Little people.
I know midget is not
right. That was going to be my first word, and I don't want to offend anybody, but
right.
I mean, this is horrible. I'm not endorsing it, but
no.
When they have like to get rid of gnomes, it says that Ron, like, you take it above your head and you swing it around till it gets dizzy, and then just fling it across the yard.
So you're imagining like Mini-Me or Littlefinger from
yeah.
Isn't that what his name is? Littlefinger in Game of Thrones.
I'm not really a Game of Thrones guy, but
Peter Dinklage is the actor.
Yeah. So I'm envisioning that because I guess that's a thing. Like you can play like human bowling and human darts, and you just you sign up for the night and you pay X amount of dollars, and you can throw little people around in in various forms of sport.
That's very odd.
I know. Believe me, I questioned this guy, like, how show me. And he like showed me a website where you can it's bizarre, man. But this is what came to mind when it talks about Ron flinging gnomes all over the yard. Is like, I wonder, if they set up games with it. This is a horrible thing that people can do, but I'm sure that these particular little people make like a lot of money off of it.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're willing participants.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not like a prison camp type deal, but
they just look at you and they're like, it's a living.
Yeah, like they're probably getting paid pretty handsomely. So that's a thing.
They're probably like good athletes to keep from getting injured.
Yeah, you would think that they like train pretty extensively or at least regularly.
Interesting.
Keeping the body flexible and.
Well, if any listeners know more about this phenomenon or know the correct terminology that we should be using to refer to
maybe that most importantly
people of diminutive stature. Yeah, because to be clear, we are in no way attempting to be insensitive. We just don't know what the term is. So tell us and we'd be happy to use it.
No, like I said, this is like, I can't believe this is even a thing, but it is a thing. And it's what I thought of when the scene came about where they're flinging gnomes across the yard.
Well, this gnome flinging scene brings us to your favorite quote from Chapter 3, does it not?
Yes, so it's not really that significant, but it did make me laugh. As they're picking up these gnomes, it's I'm just going to read it. So there was a violent scuffling noise. I don't know how to say that word, Rogge. Peony bush shuddered, and Ron straightened up. "This is a gnome," he said grimly. "Gerroff Me! Gerroff Me! Gerroff Me!" So it's literally spelled Gerroff.
Yeah, Gerroff.
Gerroff Me! So that's just a thing like I started saying.
"This is what you have to do," he said. He raised the gnome above his head and started to swing it in great... You were supposed to say, "Gerroff Me!
Gerroff Me!"
Swing it in great circles like a lasso. This is always a big part. I've played like 2 or 3 different versions of the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets video game.
Didn't know that was a thing.
I have it on GameCube.
Okay.
And I've played it on PC as well. And you always like stop in the middle of the plot that's trying to happen and have to play like a gnome throwing mini game.
Oh, no way.
Where you're like, oh yeah, you have to like.
Do you have
get
this
the timing
on an
right.
available console?
Yeah, I have it on GameCube.
And you still have the GameCube like in your...
I guess I only have a GameCube and a Wii that I could play it on. I've probably only got like 6 or 7 GameCube controllers. So it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get some video of it and put it on the patrons page.
That would be fun. We should do that because I feel like it'll just be me and you slamming buttons and yelling, "Get off me!
Get off me!" Yeah, that would be really fun. I'm into it. I think Chamber of Secrets is the only video game that I have.
Do they have a video game for every book?
So they have... That's a loaded question. They for the first few, they just put out games related to kind of the movies.
Mm-hmm.
As those were coming out. That was kind of their timeline. And then they started going like very movie-ish with the later ones. And I don't think there's one for the 7th one, but I think there is a 6th game. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
Let me look up
Are they well done?
And so, well, that's the thing. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for.
Graphics aren't a huge deal
can't-
to me. Like, it's mostly playability. Like,
Yeah, graphics are not a huge deal to me either. So they don't exactly go along with the plots of the books, and I just really can't speak to the later ones. But now then there's the Lego Harry Potter games. So there's Lego Harry Potter all the way up through 7. So I don't know if you ever played any Lego games, Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman.
I know of them. I haven't played them myself, but
so the gameplay isn't like explicitly Harry Potter-y, and there's no like talking in the Lego games. They're just like miming what's going on.
Right.
But I have always heard good things about them. I've never really played any of the Lego games.
Okay.
So I would love to. I would love for us to. Oh no, it looks like EA did Goblet of Fire all the way up through parts 1 and 2 of the 7th one.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm. But the earlier ones had there were different developers. Also, there's a Quidditch game.
Oh.
A Quidditch specific game.
I'm all about that.
Yeah.
Do they have a Quidditch game for like, I don't even know what they call it now, the Wii, but like, is it Wii U or something?
I have a Wii U, and there was not a Quidditch game that came out for it that I'm aware of.
That would be fun.
We're on the Switch now.
See,
if that's
like,
what you're thinking of. The next.
I've really fallen off the video game train since
the Quidditch
college.
game is for the like original Xbox.
Oh, okay.
And PlayStation 2 kind of generation. So getting our listeners back here, you guys were able to just skip through that section if you're not interested in video games, I guess. We're going to wrap up Chapter 3 with Mr. Weasley. What'd you think of Arthur Weasley?
Seems just like the classic dad. Like, kind of, seems like a fun guy, you know? Like, he wasn't really mad that they took the car out. He was more interested in how it performed.
Yeah, really, how'd it go?
Yeah.
And he's like, that was very wrong.
Yeah. No, he seems like a cool guy. I like Arthur.
Yeah, his heart's definitely in the right place. I mean, and we see that more in Flourish and Blots, what he's about.
Yeah.
In the next chapter.
Yep.
So we want to take a second here and give some shout-outs. We have patrons, guys. After multiple months of us passive-aggressively shaming you for not patronizing our podcast, darn it worked. So there you go. We're just going to keep doing it because it's working. Shout out to Rachel Merriman.
Shout out to Joseph Nishimoto.
Nice.
Did I say it right?
Yeah,
Sweet.
Nishimoto.
Sweet.
Nate Patton.
Logan Hayes.
And Gail Merriman.
Gail Merriman.
So yes, my wife and mom are 2 of our 5 patrons. But that's fine. We love it. So you're going to be hearing a lot more about these patrons as the episodes continue. They're going to be on, some of them are going to be on episodes as guest hosts here for Chamber of Secrets and moving forward. So we're really excited about that. We even have a special segment lined up for my mom, who
I'm pretty excited about that.
Does not know a ton about the Harry Potter universe and just wants
she will fit right in with me.
Well, you'll see. Yeah, that's true. We'll do trivia between the 2 of you. That'll be great. She'll be like, Dumbledore? Is that a thing?
At least she can get out an answer. I feel like most Trivia Tuesdays, I'm just like, I can't even come up with a coherent thought. Except this one, which I got.
Yeah. So, patrons, thank you sincerely and jokingly, but mostly sincerely. Hopefully you are enjoying your patron things. I just wrote the first bi-weekly newsletter, which has earned rave reviews thus far.
Yep.
So
lots of Harry Potter gifts.
Yes, lots of gifts. So if you were on the fence about becoming a patron, contact one of those people on Facebook, or just be jealous of all of the fun patrony things they get to do.
Your choice.
Take the plunge. So, Chapter 4, At Flourish and Blots.
Quite a chapter title.
Yeah, we open with just several pages of more burrow living. What's life at the burrow like?
Magical.
Yeah.
Which is fun. They just...
It's fun. Yeah, fun's a good word.
Yeah. They, it's total It's polar opposite from what Harry was living in at the Dursleys, where...
In what ways?
Well, number one, like I said earlier, everyone likes him. They acknowledge his existence. They feed him well.
Yeah, the amount of food that Molly's always put on his plate is hilarious to me.
Yeah. And
tips 8 or 9 links of sausage and 3 fried eggs. So you kind of see where Ron learned it all.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in on a meal with the Weasleys. That sounded pretty good.
Hey listeners, we just wanted to take a minute to put ourselves out there and let you know that we have opened up a Patreon page.
Yeah, so this is an awesome opportunity for you to engage even further with Rogge and I in a Muggle's perspective. It includes perks like patron shoutouts, special patrons-only episodes, a bi-weekly newsletter, and more.
Please give me a reason to write a bi-weekly newsletter. And we're even going to give you a chance to appear on episodes, if that is something that you're interested in.
We want you as our guest. So if you're interested in learning more about this and becoming a patron, please visit our page. It's www.patreon.com/mugglesperspective.
That link's on Facebook. It's in our show notes. Should be easy to get to. We try to make it fun and entertaining, even the site itself, going along with who we are as a podcast. So definitely consider it. Thank you so much.
And speaking of them liking him and not hating him, one particular Weasley likes Harry a whole lot.
Oh.
And I'm all about it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Ginny's got her little crush on him. Ginny is 11 and Harry's 12 at this point. And you just think it's cute.
I love it. I'm very interested to see, because all I know is what Ron looks like and his brothers. And, well, I got to see Mrs. Weasley at the train station in the first movie?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, so I don't remember perfectly what she looks like, but I'm interested to see who the actress is that they put in for Ginny. And obviously they will get married at the end of this series.
Okay, so I'm putting that down as a prediction.
Yes.
Harry marries Ginny.
And together they will birth the greatest Quidditch players of all time.
What makes you think that?
Well, Harry is probably going to go down as one of the greats.
Sure. As
he gets older and into his prime. I feel like the whole Weasley family is good at Quidditch. That's just kind of a hunch. Because we learn later that, Quidditch is... Because the twins are pretty decent, aren't they?
Yeah, they play on the team.
Yeah, and Ron is really into it. We learn later that his room is, covered in his favorite Quidditch team's memorabilia.
The Chudley Cannons.
The Chudley Cannons.
The Chudley Cannons are bad. They're always last place.
Ninth in the league.
It's like being a gigantic Orlando Magic fan.
Oh.
I know.
Is that really the best comparison?
That's the most apt one that comes to mind for me. You're a big Sacramento Kings fan.
Hey,
you love the
Vlade Divac claims that they're the next super team. So
you love the Bengals.
Gross.
Yeah. So Ginny's got a crush on Harry, and Harry's just he's not mean about it.
No, he plays it cool. Harry plays it real cool.
Are you impressed?
I am. For being 12, when you're 12 and you find out a girl likes you, you just don't even know what to do with yourself.
No. If you're me, you tease them. Well, this is hypothetical because there were not girls that liked me when I was 12.
Well, maybe you just didn't. Maybe you didn't know about it. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't a thing that got openly shared that often. So when it did,
If anyone who knew me when I was 12 is listening to this right now, please feel free to email us and correct. If I am wrong that no girls liked me when I was 12, what's that? Late 5th grade, early 6th grade? Is that kind of that time period?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, feel free to correct me in my statements that girls weren't that interested in me. In the unlikely event that Eric Tuther was listening to this.
Yeah, please. I would love to hear the responses on that.
Yeah. Ginny's got a crush on Harry. We get a little bit of insight into the financial situation of the Weasleys.
Mm-hmm. Books are going to be expensive this year.
So many books.
Tons of books, and it's all by this...
Can we not share?
That's what I'm thinking. Why do they each need... Especially the boys, they all live in the same, basic room.
Same room.
I mean, I guess...
Get a classroom set.
Yeah.
You don't need that many books.
Yeah. But, such is life. That's how it, books are textbooks are highway robbery.
Yeah, it's insane.
Freeform, textbooks. What was my third one at the start of this? I had another one that was Codswallop. I don't know. It's not worth wasting time on. Anyways, the books are super expensive. They're all by this friggin' Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah.
Who Mrs. Weasley is like very into.
Very into.
Kind of wondering if there's maybe a past there.
Oh, yes. That's a prediction. Mrs. Weasley. Muggle's Perspective After Dark here.
Muggle Harry After Dark.
Harry's After Dark. Mrs. Weasley.
Get off me!
Get off me! Oh, no.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to.
No.
What have I done?
Oh, no. That's definitely the episode title now. Okay. Gerroff Me. Gerroff me with that take, Braden. Okay. Weasleys have a tough financial situation. They got a lot of books to buy. They got a bunch of kids.
Yep.
They finally got a girl. You can't just give Ginny everyone's hand-me-down stuff.
No, that's Ginny's.
So they have to go buy her the cheapest stuff they can find.
Yeah. Which is a bummer.
It is. Briefly, just we don't have to dwell on this, but they practice Quidditch. So they're going to practice Quidditch. And like, oh, smart. There's 4 of you.
Mm-hmm.
You can, have keepers and you can play 2v2 or whatever. But they can't use real Quidditch balls because they're worried that they're going to get loose and end up in the Muggle town, and then that's a whole issue.
Right.
So they just they just throw apples, and like an apple is not the size of a quaffle. A quaffle's like the size of a soccer ball.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I mean,
but
an
the
apple
snitch
is
really
kind of the size
small,
of a snitch.
right?
Yeah, but it also like flies around. You can't really mimic that.
Well,
I mean, unless you just have Ron standing on the ground, like launching them in every direction.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe you just, like maybe all 3 Weasley boys like all have an apple, and Harry has to start like blindfolded or something or turned around, and they all like chuck an apple, and then like, is Ginny out there practicing too?
She should be.
Yeah. So like maybe then Ginny yells like,
pull.
Yeah.
And Harry shoots the apples.
Yeah. With his broom.
With his lightning bolt scar.
Yep. And then he and Ginny go on a victory lap. Fly around together.
Get off me!
Get off me!
So I just don't know. I was trying to think a 4-player apple-based flying game.
I don't know.
Whatever. Also, Percy just spends all of the summer break locked in his room.
Percy's a weirdo, man. What's his deal?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's his deal? Tell me what his deal is.
I don't know. Like, they said that he is normally not like that. And it seems like when he is out, he's kind of short with them. I don't know. I don't know that much about Percy. I feel like he's not really a character we're learning a ton about. Just that he's like the best Weasley.
He loves rules.
Loves rules. Like he's just kind of the classic.
Being in charge
like,
of things.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe he's doing a bunch of like job applications, trying to get in on that. Maybe some internships. Because aren't the older 2 brothers like all over the world doing cool jobs and stuff? Like one works for the Gringotts Bank, and the other one's studying like dragons, and
that's about as cool as it gets.
Right. So maybe he's like my wife and like writing a ton of like scholarship letters and stuff when she was a senior.
Your wife is actively... Oh, when she was a senior.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
She's a better man than I, who wrote 0 scholarship
Yeah, I wrote
applications.
Pretty much 0 as well. Did regret it.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so Percy is writing scholarship applications. Scholarship internship applications. He's doing a bunch of applying to things.
I forget, is Percy a part of the Quidditch team?
He's not.
Okay. I was going to say maybe he was drawing up plays. But he probably doesn't care about Quidditch that much.
He goes to the matches and cheers and stuff, but he's not hardcore like the other guys.
Could be studying, but I feel like as much as J.K. Rowling is mentioning this, like it gets mentioned a couple times through this chapter, like maybe we should be wondering about Percy a little more. Like what is he up to? What's going on in there?
Let's put a pin in that and kind of circle back to it.
Yeah.
So we've got our idyllic life at the burrow, but you got to go buy stuff. So we're heading to Diagon Alley.
Treat yourself.
And we're going there via flu powder. How do you feel about flu powder?
This was another one of those just like, what? Just kind of gotta...
Is this a beef? Braden's beef.
It's not a good beef. I'm not gonna sit here and rant about it. This is another one of those that I, like, yes, they're wizards. They have magic. We get it. But this is kind of a reach. even for a children's book, like...
Flying balls, a flying car, sure, broomsticks, gnomes, I get it.
Yes, those are all
That's
things,
all reasonable.
Yeah.
They have those in Las Vegas. But...
Get off me!
But you're telling me that he walks in the fire and comes out another fire? Come on.
Like, come on.
I always am struck by how contradictory their instructions are to Harry for how to do this.
Yeah, like, okay, everyone throw something out that you feel like you've noticed about using flu powder at once and see which one Harry remembers. Like, Harry, tuck your elbows in. What?
Yep. What else? Okay.
I'm trying to find the page where they're all, don't fidget.
Yeah, we're on 48, right? Yeah, keep your eyes shut. Don't fidget. Don't panic and get out too early.
Speak clearly.
And it's just tough.
Yeah.
I mean, Harry does see Fred do it, right?
Yeah, but they don't really explain to him, like, what's going to happen, like, sensory-wise. Like, he gets in there and it says, he walks to the edge of the fire, took a deep breath, scattered the powder into the flames, and stepped forward. The fire felt like a warm breeze. He opened his mouth and immediately swallowed a lot of hot ash. That didn't really get mentioned. Like, they said keep your mouth shut, but, like...
Right, keep your mouth shut.
To me, it's a little more memorable if it's like, hey, Harry, definitely keep your mouth shut, because if you don't, you'll swallow hot ash.
So it's supposed to be like... How do you say Diagon Alley with your mouth shut?
That's a good point, too. Like, what the heck?
Try it.
What the heck?
Right. And that's going to get you to Diagon Alley? Come on. I don't buy it.
Yeah. It just seems like this wasn't the best way to travel there with a first-timer.
Right.
Like, maybe a less important place. Like,
can we get two people? Can we get someone with, like, holding his hand in the fireplace with him?
Why can't you travel? Like, can you not do two at a time flu powder travel?
You can. You can.
Then what the heck?
What the heck, indeed. Plus, like, Diagon, like, it knows that he wants to go to Diagon Alley because it takes him close to Diagon Alley.
Right. So it's like, you could tell he was close with what he was able to mumble.
Yeah, but Diagon Alley doesn't sound like Nocturne Alley.
But maybe if you've got your mouth closed, it does. I could see how, like, with a lot of...
Could you tell which one was which?
Okay, do them again.
Okay, which one is this?
That was the what is it, Nocturne Alley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you just saying Gerroff Me? Gerroff Me!
This is going to be our least listened to episode. Everyone gets like 25 minutes in and then they're going, what is happening?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, that's what they're going to do. They're going to yell Gerroff Me at random times.
And talk about video games?
Yeah, we'll just maybe listen for the next one. Or maybe not at all.
Let's turn this to times 2.5 speed and wake me up. Okay, so he gets sucked down a giant drain. He ends up in Nocturne Alley at a weapon shop. What was your immediate reaction at this shop that he ended up in?
Like, well, number one, it's kind of like a weapon shop. But then it says that Lucius Malfoy walks in with his son Draco. So, like, just kids of any age can go into the weapon shop and shop around.
This isn't like, something important like drinking.
No.
Which I guess they're allowed in the bars and pubs anyway.
Are they? Did they go in with Hagrid?
He goes in the Leaky Cauldron, sure.
Yeah, okay.
He shook Old Man Quirrell's hand.
Maybe the Leaky Cauldron is like an Applebee's. Like, you do have your basic drunks that hang out there, but it's also a decent place to go eat.
Be careful, Braden. Jeremy really likes Applebee's.
I'm not saying I don't like Applebee's.
So you're calling him a basic drunk.
Yeah. Jeremy, if that's what you got out of that, then I don't feel the need to argue.
So a glass case nearby held a withered hand on a cushion, a blood-stained pack of cards, and a staring glass eye. Evil-looking masks stared down from the walls. An assortment of human bones lay upon the counter.
An assortment of human bones?
Rusty spiked instruments hung from the ceiling. Even worse.
It's like a dark Cracker Barrel.
You're in the front part.
Yeah.
And there's the fun things you can buy, except only if you're crazy.
Right. And then you go back to like...
Which I guess is just regular Cracker Barrel.
Right.
You're like, why do I want this ball with a raccoon's tail on it that vibrates wildly? Why do I want that, Cracker Barrel?
Why do I want a vinyl album of Willie Nelson singing hymnals? Like...
Now, I do want that triangular, like, peg jumping game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I do want that. Thank you, Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
But that's all.
Yeah, I don't need the horse castrator hanging above my head while I eat.
No, you don't. Unless you're in Nocturne Alley. So, you're right, Lucius comes in. What are your thoughts? What are your Mr. Malfoy thoughts?
Just as I suspected, he sucks like Draco. He seems like a jerk.
He sucks, and in the same manner as Draco?
Pretty much. The only thing I did like about Lucius is that he, like, kind of is berating Draco, like, kind of calling him out for not being that great of a student, saying, like, if he doesn't get his grades up, like, he probably will end up being a total degenerate thief.
Yeah, my son's not going to be a thief. Well, unless he gets his grades up.
So, yeah, but he kind of seems like a stuck-up jerk. Obviously later than, like, the comments he makes to Mr. Weasley, Arthur, about their social or their economic status. Like, the Malfoys as a family just kind of seem like the worst, so...
Yeah.
Wasn't really that unexpected.
So he feels like he needs to sell off some stuffs.
Yeah, so can you... I wasn't understanding this section all that great. Now... So the Ministry is trying to go and take away Muggle items. So is this like a thing like the car? Like they're trying to get rid of things that like the Ministry could turn into magic stuff that would give away that there are wizards running around?
So that is what Mr. Weasley generally does, is he works for the Misuse of Muggle Artifacts office.
Okay.
So it gives the example in the last chapter of a nose-biting teapot. or keys that are enchanted to just get smaller and smaller until you can't find them anymore. And so it's stuff to mess with Muggles. Because there's this whole set of wizards like the Malfoys who don't like Muggles, and then some of those people antagonize or attack them.
Okay.
So Mr. Weasley pushes this Muggle Protection Act on page 51. He says, no doubt that flea-bitten Muggle-loving fool Arthur Weasley is behind it. So he has some stuff at his house that looks like things you might use to hurt or attack Muggles for one reason or another.
Hence
basically
why he is
dark
in the
objects.
weapon store.
Yeah,
okay.
Because he needs to get rid of it because he knows this guy. Yeah, so it's a dark object store. If you have evil magic stuff, this is where you buy it and sell it.
Okay. So a dark world flea market.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For weapons.
Yeah, partially for weapons, for things that, the Hand of Glory, good for stealing stuff. There's a necklace. Didn't it say a necklace that had claimed the lives of 19 Muggles? So
there's no sort of law enforcement in the world of magic. Is that?
No, there is. That's why Malfoy has to get rid of this stuff. He can't have it in his house because it makes it obvious.
But you can have a store that sells this stuff, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't get that. I guess you can sell it as like an antique because it like is a historically significant magical artifact. It's like But I mean, yeah, it's hard to justify that. It's like buying an old Confederate musket or something. And you're like, well, I'm not racist. I just think it's historically interesting. You know?
That's probably not a great example. That would be kind of historically interesting.
What do you want from me? It's like buying a Bowie knife that is like, was used to scalp 400 Native American warriors.
Okay. Yeah. Like,
and you're like, that's legal but gross.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're getting
it's not
closer.
Great. I do not understand why the shop is allowed to operate, but I do know that if they found this stuff at Malfoy's house, then he would get in trouble.
So you can't have it in your house, but you can come and potentially buy it.
Yeah, maybe the sale is regulated in some way that we just don't see. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's Mr. Malfoy. Good guy.
Got a little off in the weeds there, but overall, yeah, kind of a shady character.
Yeah. So Harry sneaks out, and then I just wrote, oh no, Harry's lost and is going to be murdered by a fingernail lady. Were you worried for Harry?
By a fingernail lady?
Yeah. He encounters one person in the alleyway, and it's a lady who has
yeah, she's like holding a tray of fingernails.
Yeah, whole human fingernails.
What is this place?
It's Nocturne Alley, my dude.
I don't know. And this is where the Malfoys are like hanging out. So I assume, like the whole Slytherin team hangs out here. Like this is where they get stuff.
The squad.
The squad, not the quad squad.
No. The bod squad.
Yeah.
So Hagrid shows up conveniently.
Love it. It is weird that he's there though. That's not really like mentioned, right? No, it is. He was looking for a flesh-eating slug repellent.
Do you believe him?
No. I'm starting to get kind of speculative here of Hagrid.
Hagrid and Percy.
Yeah. What's going on with those guys? Hagrid, I want with every fiber of my being to trust. But just kind of a dodgy character,
A little bit. Flesh-eating slugs sound like the kind of thing Hagrid would think was cool and would want to raise.
Well, and he's got like a legitimate reason to buy that. They're ruining the school cabbages.
Cabbages are not made of flesh, Hagrid.
Flesh-eating slug repellent.
They're flesh-eating slugs, not cabbage. Cabbage-eating slugs are just regular slugs.
Well, maybe he's not messing around. He's wanting to get pretty serious with it. Like, this stuff's rated for flesh-eating slugs. So if they're in the cabbage, this ought to finish him off.
Yeah, I guess. So Hagrid is doing that. We get to see... We are reunited with Hermione, finally.
Finally.
Now we can breathe easy a little bit, because we know Harry's going to be okay, because he's with Hermione.
Correct.
And we get to meet the other Grangers a little bit. Oh.
Yeah, her parents are, like, kind of quiet and shy, right?
Yeah, and they're in the bank. They're trying to get some wizard money.
Wizard money. Get some of that wizard bank.
I wanted to ask you, how much do you think a galleon is worth?
What page is that used in context?
It's never exactly used. They are on page, 57.
Okay.
Yep, he pointed excitedly at the 10-pound note in Mr. Granger's hand.
So how much I think a galleon is worth in U.S. dollars?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 100 U.S. dollars.
Wow, I just Googled it, and that is exactly right. It's between $100 and $500 for a galleon. Yeah.
Dude, I am on one this round. I'm getting Trivia Tuesday. I know what a friggin' galleon is.
They estimate it because you use one nut,
K
which is
N
the
U T.
smallest one, to pay for a newspaper. And so that should be about $1.
So 100 nuts equals a galleon?
No. Come on, Braden. I don't have that in front of me, but it's like 17 nuts to a sickle.
What is a sickle?
And A sickle's the middle one, and then like 23 sickles to a galleon. It's something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have that in front of me. So yeah, I was thinking like $20, but yeah, you were closer. It's in the $100 to $200 range, and a wand is 10 of those.
10
Yeah,
galleons?
Harry pays like 10 or 11.
Dang, so it's like you're investing. If you're gonna get a wand, you're all in. Wow.
I guess you can't get a knockoff wand.
Yeah. Treat yourself.
Oh, here it is. 29 nuts to a sickle, 17 sickles in a galleon.
I don't know what to do with that.
You don't need to do anything with it.
Okay.
17 times 29 is 493 nuts in a galleon.
But a galleon, I'm correct in thinking it's about $100 US.
Well, this Wikipedia page says between $100 and $500.
It's just a general range that it could be. Like they're different types of galleons or...
That's what I got.
Okay. Well, so we know that they're going to be able to buy some stuff. They've got some money.
Yeah, they've got some money.
So
that's good.
They're going to go treat yourself.
They're going to treat themselves. Treat Hermione. So that's fine. And then, did you have any thoughts before we get into Flourish and Blots?
No, I mean, we're just gearing up for another year at Hogwarts.
They get some ice cream.
Next stop, the Leaky Cauldron.
Yeah. Well, we've got Gilderoy Lockhart.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Were you introduced to this? Yeah, that's the guy that took a picture with Harry.
The blonde-headed, blue-eyed, suave-looking wizard guy.
Yeah, he's the same guy from Mrs. Weasley's book on how to get rid of gnomes.
The same guy from All Her Dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's a successful author, apparently a successful wizard.
And he's going to be their Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher.
Yeah, that's a thing that he makes an announcement with, basically because of Harry Potter's presence. So, it's a little embarrassing for Harry, but... So that's a thing we can look forward to, I feel like he's gonna be a tool.
Yeah, so that's one of my prediction questions for you. What kind of teacher will Lockhart be?
Just, a tool, like a real self-absorbed, like telling a bunch of stories about how great he is type teacher.
So me, basically.
Yeah, you were one of the first ones that came to mind.
Did you have a teacher like that in high school?
Yeah, I had different teachers that thought probably a little too highly of themselves. It's a big thing in life, man. Like, don't overestimate how important you are.
Yeah, humility.
Yeah.
So Lockhart's going to be a self-absorbed tool.
Yep, I think so. I think him and Harry will get into it somehow.
I always look forward to that, Harry fighting with teachers.
Yeah.
He gets along with too many of his other teachers, you know?
Right.
Like he and Snape, buddy.
I'm kind of wondering what side of the fence Gilderoy will lie in terms of the whole Voldemort situation.
Yeah. Whichever side's most profitable for himself, huh?
Yeah, I would think so.
So we meet Lockhart, and then Harry gets out of line and runs into Draco Malfoy.
Yes, I am on page 61.
Mm-hmm.
Bet you love that, didn't you, Potter? Said a voice Harry had no trouble recognizing. He straightened up and found himself face to face with Draco Malfoy and his stupid slicked back blonde hair.
Wearing his usual sneer.
Famous Harry Potter, said Malfoy. Can't even go into a bookshop without making the front page. And then my girl Jenny just jumps in. Leave him alone. He didn't want all that. Get off him. It was the first time she had spoken in front of Harry. She was glaring at Malfoy.
She'd spent weeks not speaking in front of him.
No, but she's willing to die for him. She's willing to stand up to Malfoy. She's all in.
So, I mean, this doesn't stand out to me that much. We've got, your standard Malfoy being a jerk, right?
Yep.
We're used to that.
Yep.
And then Mr. Malfoy walks in.
Lucius.
Does that sound like a name from a Key and Peele sketch?
Yeah, kind of.
Lucius walks in, and they're just like straight up like ripping into the Weasleys.
Yeah.
Malfoy says, not as surprised as I am to see you in a shop. I suppose your parents will go hungry for a month.
There's some real digs, man. Like,
what kind of life do you lead that's okay to say to someone?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it would just end up in a massive, like, Weasley v. Malfoy brawl.
Well, the Weasleys have numbers in that scenario.
Again, that's why I would want to see it.
Right.
Like, all the Weasleys just attack at once.
But we do get a fight.
Yep. So, Arthur walks in, trying to figure out how the fight starts here, what page.
So we're on 62. Yeah. And he's like, I hope the ministry's paying you overtime because you're so busy. Oh, obviously not, because he found an old book that they bought for Ginny, but it was an old version. And it's like, good one? And he's like, what's the use of being a disgrace to the name of wizard if they don't even pay you well for it? That just gives you an idea of where the Malfoys, like, that's what he thinks about, is it's not about your values, it's about the money.
Yeah, like Draco is obviously, it's like easy to see Draco's a chip off the old block. Like they were raised.
The apple does not fall far from the tree.
They were raised to view people in light of their socioeconomic status. Like that's just how you judge people.
Tell him, Braden.
And it's not okay.
You're whipping out socioeconomic status?
Yeah, you like that?
I did like that.
Gerroff Me.
Fair. So they fight, and that's good. Fred and George are going, get him, Dad!
Get him! Get him, Daddy!
No, Arthur, no. And then Hagrid just picks him up. Okay.
Hagrid comes over and knocks over the 30 people that were standing watching.
Oops. He's plastered.
Yeah, he's just like, he's fallen into bookshelves and stuff, and he just reeks of whiskey.
Don't you bet when the bartender sees him come in, they're like, yes.
Like, we about to get paid.
Good day to be a bartender.
Yeah. But not a good day to be like the inventory manager.
True. I guess you can kind of reset everything.
Yeah. He probably clears your shelves, so.
Yeah. I really like on page 65, they just got done fighting, and Molly is like, a fine example to set for your children, brawling in public. What Gilderoy Lockhart must have thought. Like, that's what she's concerned about.
Yeah, she's, I'm telling you, man, there's some sort of past there.
So that's good. And Fred's like, no, he liked it. He's like, oh, something's happening. Good. It'll make the story better. So they head back. And yeah, that's about it. That's what we got for chapter 4. So I have another couple predictions for you here.
Okay.
Got to predict a couple more things for me. So no, we didn't get any Dobby in those chapters. What's our next Dobby thing coming up?
Yeah, that was weird.
Are we done with Dobby?
No, Dobby will show up at Hogwarts. Dobby will start messing with Harry during a Quidditch match.
He's going to mess with Harry during a Quidditch match. Okay, that's good. And what kind of stuff was Mr. Malfoy trying to get rid of at Borgin and Burke's?
Okay, and these are going to be like normal everyday stuff that Muggles would use that could be used as weapons?
It's just anything that would jump off the page as being obviously like dark magic related.
So an example would have been like the nose-biting teapot?
That's not like super dark. That's just like more mischiefy. We're talking like some of the kinds of things you saw in the shop, right? There was an opal necklace that carries a curse on it, and if you touch it, you die.
Okay.
Or, human bones.
Okay. I'm gonna say dragon teeth.
Yes. I don't want them to catch me with these dragon teeth.
Like a real nice collection of dragon teeth.
That could be very unseemly.
Yeah. I'm going to say... I was trying to go in the direction with the next one of, like, drug paraphernalia.
Okay.
So, like a,
Drugs.
like a cauldron bong.
I'm writing Cauldron Bong. We got a lot of good episode titles. A lot of good episode titles today. Patrons, feel free to message us with what you think the episode title should be.
Yeah, I think it's obvious that it's Gerroff Me, but...
Gerroff Me!
I mean, I'm not the only voice here. You need one more? Do you need one more dark weapon, or...
That's good. Those things are good. You said Cauldron Bong, and so, like, I'm happy, you know?
Yeah, I figured you'd like that.
Just wanted you to say Cauldron Bong.
Yep.
One more time.
You got it out of me. Cauldron Bong!
Right. Cauldron Bong. Cauldron Bong. Next episode, chapters 5 and 6. Planning on recording that in a couple weeks. We want to thank you guys for listening to another episode of A Muggle's Perspective. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review the show as on iTunes, on Stitcher. I don't think we're on Stitcher.
What is Stitcher?
It's a podcast app.
Cool.
On whatever podcast
is that
app
like droids?
that you use.
Androids?
It is one, yeah.
Okay.
And it has like a paid option that can help take out ads and condense things, and it's just really nice.
Cool.
I don't use it, but
Cool.
it exists. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Muggles Perspective. We've had some fun suggestions on Facebook, including what we should do right now. Nate Patton, thank you. I remembered that you said we should do this. He thinks that we should look. So you have your bookmark in, right, Braden?
I have my bookmark.
So I want you to slide that bookmark down like 4 inches.
Just a little peeky peek.
We want to see the title and we want to see the picture.
You want me to describe that picture?
Yeah, what's going on there?
We've got... Well, so this is obviously a whomping willow.
Obviously.
This is a tree that seems to have some pretty symmetrical branches that are sort of curled in towards each other like fingers in a hand.
Good.
And they are clutching a car. Some sort
So
of
what does
car.
that mean?
So, I mean, the first thing I'm thinking is that slick Ford Anglia.
Yeah.
Like one of the branches is like poking through the top of the car, and there's smoke everywhere. So
How does this happen? How does this scenario come to be?
well, the Weasley boys and Hagrid are out joyriding one night,
Accurate.
and they they lose control, fly into a whomping willow.
Just which are conveniently peppered around.
Well, I assume that these are probably
countryside.
in the forest that surrounds Hogwarts, right?
We're in the Forbidden
Yeah,
Forest.
because we're out joyriding, we're out having fun.
Forest is dangerous.
The forest is dangerous.
It is. Well, that's kind of fun. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Are you intrigued?
I am intrigued.
Whomping Willow.
The whomping willow.
So that's where we are. Next episode, chapters 5 and 6. Thank you, producer Jeremy. Thank you, editor Jessica. Thank you to our lovely wives, Rachel and Hannah. Anyone else we need to thank? Thank you to our patrons.
Yes, big thanks to the patrons.
Both those who are related to me and those who are not directly related to me, which are similarly sized groups of patrons. We appreciate you. We love you guys. And thank you to all the rest of the listeners. And Freeform is Codswallop.
Freeform is and always will be Codswallop.
Gerroff Me.
See ya.